What's up, folks? Yesterday was Easter. Fantabulous day. We should all celebrate and remember the meaning of. But we did have a slight problem on Easter. The boat got struck by lightning. And it did some pretty good damage here. And I don't know the extent of the damage, if the motor's any good, if anything else is any good. But as I'm digging through that, I'm going to cut to yesterday's Instagram story where I documented me finding all this nonsense. So we just had some lightning strike. And all the power's out in the house, right? Yeah. And we think it struck right here on our fence. See where it's busted? And it looks like there's mud that's sprayed up there. Like right up there. Mud sprayed up. Alright, so now I'm pretty sure I see smoke at the front of the boat. Hush, Baylor. So I walk outside, and one of the pieces of a 4x4 post that's supposed to be up there is right here. So we've also got pieces here and here from the 4x4 post, but there's also pieces on our friggin' roof. Here we're looking through the fence. You can see lightning struck, went all the way to the bottom of the tree, and it followed this root right here, this little trench. The root went all the way here and all the way down. All this is dug up. So somehow when that exploded, it flattened my darn boat tire too. Okay, I just noticed something else that might be bad. So while looking at this, I'm kind of inspecting the boat. Well, I look over here, the top of my boat cover here is blown off right above my motor. That's bad. Okay, after further inspection, I'm looking down. I had an extension cord going to my boat to charge it, and it has exploded to the battery charger. So the boat was struck. Oh, God almighty knows. Look at this crap. Holy, I knew it was freaking smoking, y'all. All right, so we look under the cover, and the boat is full of smoke. That is not fog. It's full of smoke. This is a busted piece. Man, tell me it didn't get the motor. God dang it. Dang sure got the batteries, though, baby. So it went through the trailer, like busted out different parts of my boat cover. So now we're in the cabin of the boat. It's definitely smoky in here. Definitely smells of smoke, but the damage is in the back. So everything just, I don't know, it's kind of isolated to this battery compartment, this lazarette back here. And you can see where it exploded the battery charger here. Knocked off my hatch cover and then just scorched everything to some extent. And of course, all on the outside there. All right, so a few other things I'm noticing. It's not good is somehow the electricity went all the way up under the fuel tank and exploded something. Busted this wall, this little thing here. Man, at least it didn't ignite the fuel tank. Oh gosh, look at this. This is what I didn't want to see. Right here, this is a rivet for the rubber on the outside, and it is busted loose. And so now I got some fiberglass damage. Oh man. So then I come into the cabin, check out my electrical panel and all this nonsense up here, and look down, and there's busted pieces of plastic and stuff. So something has gone on here as well. All right, so I think what happened in here is there was an inline fuse on that orange wire right there, and it blew, which that's what it's supposed to do. So hopefully everything else is okay. All right, so right now, I'm just kind of looking around the boat, just finding different things that are a little messed up. Of course, I still got the cover on it. It's Easter. We got somewhere to be here in a little bit, so I don't really have time to check things out really well. So I guess tomorrow I'll be getting the tire fixed, and I'll just kind of pull the boat out and clean it up good and best I can and kind of survey the damage. Hopefully there's no structural fiberglass damage, and hopefully the motor and all its systems are okay. Okay, it just got bad. So we looked at this a little earlier, but I didn't notice that. That is no good at all. I think I've seen enough for one day. Darn. That's a bad one. And who knows how much worse it is that I can't see. So there you see, we got some issues going on. So before I go out and inspect the boat anymore for further damages and check the motor, check more of the wiring, check the electronics, check like more of the hull and stuff, I'm gonna go ahead and call my insurance company, Progressive, because thank goodness the boat is insured. Let's see what they have to say.
Hello, thank you for calling Progressive. How can I help you?
I'd like to speak with someone alive.
In order to get you to someone who is trained to help with your specific...
I need to make a claim.
Are you a driver or occupant?
This is not what I need to be spending my time doing today, or the next several weeks. Just got in a little micro workout. I do those throughout the day. One set of good movement to failure, or almost. Look here we go.
Thank you for calling Progressive. This is...
Hello.
Hi.
Hey.
Cannot hear anything.
You can't hear me?
A very, very high static on the line. The minute you stop talking, it's unbearable.
Would you like to call me back and try it?
If you hang up, I'm going to get another phone call coming in. That's the only issue. Are you able to call back?
Okay. All right. That's what I'll do.
All right. Thank you.
Bye-bye. All right. I'll bring you guys back on when I get to someone clearly. What was your name one more time?
Yeah, my name is Janelle.
Okay, Janelle. I have a boat policy, and one of my boats was struck by lightning in my yard yesterday.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Yes.
Absolutely Mother Nature there. Let's go ahead and file that claim for you. You said it was yesterday that this happened?
Yes, it was.
Yeah, do you know approximately what time this happened?
2 o'clock.
All right, and we don't have any witnesses or any other property damage. It was just the boat and the lightning, correct?
Correct.
And I do have your claim number. Let me know if you're ready to jot that down.
I am ready, Janelle.
All right, that claim number is 224. And then what happens next is your claim rep is going to call you within 2 business days, it looks like. Do you have any other questions for me?
No, I do not guess so. Janelle, thank you very much.
No problem. Have a great day. Stay safe.
You too. Thank you, ma'am.
Thanks.
All right, bye-bye. So there we go. So now just wait a couple of days for the claim agent to call me. So now let's head out to the boat and let's see what else is jacked up. So one of the important things I need to do now is check the electrical systems on the boat. So I got my Anchor power bank here with me, and I'll plug it into the boat however I can and see if like the trim and stuff works on the boat. I don't know, maybe the batteries are good, maybe they're not, I don't know. I just gotta kind of really inspect things on the wiring, see if the GPS works, see if the VHF radio works, see if the music radio works, all while dealing with this. Or just all this on my mind. Man, this is not a fun thing. I went ahead and pulled the cover back, started inspecting some things, and I'm seeing a few other things. Under here, I found a piece of trim, probably from around a window that popped out. Then down here, my tire, as you can see, it's flat, and it certainly wasn't flat. So if you come over here and look, if you look really closely, right there, you see these cracks. Then if you rub your finger on it, it's black soot on there. And then smell it, it's definitely burnt rubber. Yeah. So it struck my freaking tire. I'm guessing it might have gotten the electrical system on the trailer, the lights. Maybe. I don't know, I'm gonna check that out. The outside of the motor looks pretty good on this side. Come over to this side, you got some, I don't know what that is. It's gray though. We got some heat or something up in there. I sure hope not. I don't want to replace the motor. It's a good motor. But it certainly was clean. overall the transom's still sturdy. That's good. But that fiberglass right there is bad. That's a serious problem right there, I think. It definitely busted up my trim tab here. So that thing's probably fried. And then my rub rail around here. Yesterday in my story, I found on the inside like one of the rivets was like busted and the fiberglass messed up there. So I think it like shocked my whole rub rail and it just poof, you know, kind of, you know, I don't know, exploded a little bit and kind of separated from the boat. Let's just say that. And as we climb into the boat, you find some more damage. Of course, the hatch lid used to go here is blown off, right? My alligator clips, our battery charger, they're certainly blown. Oh, this one's melted to it. Yeah, that one's melted on there. The batteries look jostled around, which I'm not surprised of. Most of the wiring cables look pretty good. Right here, my fuel filter. This bolt, actually, where did I find it? I found it yesterday, I think. But you can see that it busted out down in there. If you can see it. Oop, that little bolt right down in there that I can't point at. It's coming out and it's crooked. Well, it's actually broken off right in there. So the head broke off of that. Maybe you can see it in there. The head definitely broke off. I'm so glad I didn't ignite those fuel lines in my fuel tank. Oh, check out my fuel tank. So down here, the fuel tank, this little wall is busted off. It's just connected by a strap right here. Let's go ahead and undo that. So this wall partition here, it's kind of supposed to hide the fuel tank. It busted loose out of the bottom. You can see the fuel tank. This one down here is sitting down by this little strip. This one's sitting on top of it. So it actually lifted and moved the fuel tank. And when it did, ooh, let's get over here. It shot out a bunch of mud from underneath. Something else I've just noticed today, this right here, this thing's busted. See the top of this sucker's all busted up. This wire connector here is blown and melted. This one's definitely melted off. Some wires are loose. If you look back in here on top of the fuel tank, you can see this sucker blown, busted, whatever you want to call it. Here's one of the terminals for the battery that was in this compartment right up here. I don't know how it got under here. Looks like you got some melted stuff on this little thingamabob. You just got a bunch of plastic zip ties and pieces that busted off over there. Now the rub rail, what I was talking about, you saw in the story right here. This fiberglass is busted off. All these are the back side of the rivets that hold the rub rail on all the way around the boat. Now I was able to get down here, stick my head like way back in there and look back behind this fuel tank on the opposite side of where we had that fiberglass damage, and I can see swollen fiberglass in there as well. That's the most worrisome thing, or I don't know, aggravating thing. Everything else is like, you know, you just replace the parts, get the computers burned up in the motor, replace that. Hopefully things are okay. Maybe replace some of the wiring harnesses and stuff. You know, you can replace all the bolts, the batteries, the wiring and stuff like that. But the fiberglass is a little more extensive. Granted, I hope you can replace it without just making the boat a total loss. If they make the boat a total loss, I'm gonna be in a lot of trouble. I'm gonna just tell you that. Because this boat is almost irreplaceable. I mean, even if they give me, I don't know, they won't give me what it's worth. I don't know. In a little bit, I'll share with you guys like what my insurance policy is and how that works and how I think the outcome may be if it goes different ways. So we'll see about that. But I really need to check like all this electronic components. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and turn the battery on. Just see if we get lucky. We'll turn it to all. We're gonna be like smelling for burning scents while we're doing this. So, nah, nothing's working. I didn't think so. Alright, let's try the motor. Did y'all hear that? Freaking motor cranks. That's nice. Thank you, Lord. Oof. Alright, stop, trip. Alright, the motor cranks, thank God. Whew. That's not a cheap motor and they're freaking hard to get. So, whew, all right, whew. Composure. Wow, I'm surprised the motor cranked. All right, let's get this and plug it in and see how our electrical system is. Man, the motor freaking cranked. Jesus. All right, just plugged in my Anchor power bank to my system. So we've got power to the panel. Now the radio up here came on, but it doesn't look good. It's got one little black thing over there. Maybe we'll reset it. It'll do something. Nope. Golly, man. Nothing happening on there. Okay, VHF radio. Nope. Dang it. How about my freaking GPS? Nope. Alright, let me double check, be sure they have power. Alright, so after a little further inspection, I've got some fuses blown. I'm going to replace those fuses and see if my electronics work. Alright, just replace one fuse. Radio's coming on. And I assume it still works. Yeah, how do you know if all the functions and stuff on it work? I really don't know that answer. Next fuse is also a 3. So we will replace that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, something just happened. Something just blew. Yeah, I redid that other fuse and now it's not powering it. Great. I tracked this down. Just replaced the rest of the fuses and I still can't get the sim rad to turn on. And the Rockville's still jacked up. So, but I also can't get power to the radio or to the VHF radio anymore. So I don't know what's going on. So I'm not really sure where to go from here. Oh, I guess that's just what you tell the insurance man and see what he says. Well, I've been through most of the boat, found most of the issues. I think I don't know what's caused them or the extent of all the issues, but or what it will take to fix them all. But I found the issues. So now I think I'm going to go inside and I will kind of look at my insurance a little bit and explain to you guys how I think it's going to work. But I also need to put together some sort of a spreadsheet and see what it's going to cost to replace everything, just so that whenever I do hear back from the insurance guy, if he throws a number out there, then I'll know if the number is, you know, good enough. If they're going to replace everything, because I don't know. I don't know how that's going to work. We'll see. All right, I'll just cover it back up and let all the evidence sit, although I hate to let my boat sit here all dirty. That bothers me a lot, but I got to. And I absolutely hate to put a cover back on it that has holes in it and stuff, but I don't have another cover, and I guess I got to leave everything for the adjuster to see. So, yeah. And I can't even move the boat out. I wonder if I could replace the tire. Surely I can get the tire replaced so I can pull the boat out and wash it like as soon as he leaves, because I don't like it being dirty. I love my boat dearly, and I don't know, I just want to take care of her. Is my ringer on? It's on. Why didn't I hear it? Well, apparently I just missed a call from my insurance agent. Tried to call her back, but left her a message, so hopefully I'll hear from her, I guess, tomorrow, because it's already 5 o'clock. Now, the type of insurance policy that I have with Progressive is an agreed amount policy, as in, okay, they will pay up to whatever amount that is agreed in within the policy. I was able to set that number, and I set that number before I put the motor on the boat, so it's not really exactly what the boat is worth, so I need to redo that if they don't call the boat a total loss, which I don't think they will do, because I need to up that because the value of the boat has gone up significantly since I purchased it, not only because I put a new motor on it, but just because the market has just gone up so much. So if I were to replace the boat, it would be a lot more money than I paid for it. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think we'll be able to repair the boat. So I have created an Excel spreadsheet on my computer, although not with the internet, because my internet is out too from the lightning strike, which is terrible as someone who makes his living by posting things on the internet. Whoa, there goes my water bottle. But I was able to come up with, by Googling on my phone and stuff, some prices of things that I think it's going to cost about somewhere between $7,000 and $8,000 to fix everything. Those are just my personal estimates. Granted, the transom repair could be more than I think it would be, and there's some other things like the rewiring, if that needs to be done, and things like that that could cost more than I think it may cost, or could cost less. Good news is that my estimate is certainly below the value of the boat, so hopefully they will see that as, okay, we need to fix this boat, because if they say, no, we're not going to fix the boat, then I'm in deep trouble because I can't replace the boat. And there are really two reasons for that, why I couldn't replace it. Well, one being because the agreed value is less than I could buy that same boat for right now. And also, even if I could find that same boat, I don't know, it'd be so difficult. Like, those boats are so hard to come by right now. There's so many people looking for C-Dories, and there were quite a few looking for it whenever I bought mine a little over a year ago. But there's even more now. Just because people keep posting stuff on the internet about these awesome boats, and now everybody wants one of these friggin' boats. It makes it harder for people to get the boat. Who would do such a thing? Sorry. But anyways, that's where we are in the process, and I'll keep you folks updated. Thank you all for everything, for all the support, all the messages that everyone has been sending me throughout the day and yesterday. I really appreciate all the encouragement and all the support. Thank y'all so much. But we'll see where it goes, and we'll have to plan the next adventure. I was supposed to be leaving Wednesday, like 2 days from now, on the next adventure on the C-Dory down to Crystal River, Florida, to have an awesome adventure. Now it's squashed, and I was also supposed to be going on the skiff rally and taking my C-Dory. Now I'll probably take the Kayo on the skiff rally, and maybe the next skiff rally. I don't know how long this is going to take, but I gotta get after it. We gotta get the boat fixed. We gotta get the boat fixed. Gotta get the boat fixed, because this is my lifeblood. This is my baby. This is my I don't know, bread and butter. The C-Dory is the star. All right, folks, take care. Get out there. God bless. I'll see you on the next video. Love ya.